Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of Season 1, Episode 16 of Manifest, titled Estimated Time of Departure. So we have our little flashback to the beach on Jamaica right before they leave. A nice little family bonding moment between everybody. Well, it was a good little flashback. I liked it. Then everybody gets a calling. Stop him. And they realize, they see something on the news. Griffin's going to be giving, an interview about his callings, and they don't need that. So they think that's what they need to stop. Zeke ends up buying some alcohol. To his credit, though, he doesn't take any of it. But then again, that might be because Michaela barged through the door damn near right as he was grabbing the bottle. So, it's unknown. They're iffy on doing the dirty work if they gotta kill Griffin, but Zeke wasn't. So he ended up going to buy a gun. Also, but he was followed by a police officer sent by Jared because he ended up running, Zeke's prints and finding out he was arrested for assault and shit. And Zeke admits to Michaela about the assault, that it was a bar fight. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think he's pulling one over on Michaela with that one. I fully believe the recovering alcoholic got an assault charge from a bar fight. Just gonna lay that down right there. Yeah. So he ends up getting a gun, and Jared thinks it's drugs. He took Michaela's advice last episode and visited his mother, but his mother didn't think that he was dead for the last year. He thought he was coming back, high on drugs and shit. Although after conversation with Michaela, she realized the error and that he was telling the truth and that he was clean. And she sent him away and said all these horrible things to him. It was a beautiful conversation, but it kind of, it was really kind of Michaela kind of projecting a little bit too. So they get to Griffin, and he just starts spewing of water, dying. Meanwhile, Cal has a calling and refuses to tell anyone but Zeke, and he shows him 3 headstones of him, Michaela, and Ben. That's not ominous at all. No, sir. So Sanvi finally agrees to go see a therapist. Goody! Uh-oh, oopsie foxies. It's the major. That's... Ah, nah. So now I'm thinking, is that doctor that was helping her out actually screwing her over? It kind of seems likely. It absolutely seems likely. Poor Sanvi. Man. Like, she gets stood up for her Jamaica trip by her boyfriend, girlfriend. I don't know. I don't know. We don't even know if it's a boyfriend or a girlfriend. She gets stood up, gets time travels, is dead for 5 fucking years. And then she gets captured and kidnapped, and now she's got PTSD, and now she's dealing with this bullshit. She ends up getting the autopsy results for Griffin, and Ben, studying it, realizes that Griffin died the exact same time that he died the first time, or I think resurrected or something like that. It was either he was alive for exactly the same amount of time that he was dead, and Olive does the math and realizes that they only have till June 2nd, 2024. Which is 5 years for them. Until they die. Because, the peacock, which is the symbol of June, and Castor and Pollux, with a Gemini, 2. Olive, has a really emotional scene where she doesn't want Cal to know, but he comes in and is like, yeah, I already know. This shit sucks. But the callings don't stop, for Michaela at least. Stop him. Stop him. And Jared ends up kind of breaking into Michaela's apartment and getting into an argument with Zeke, ransacking the place trying to find non-existent drugs. He admits that it was the gun, which, a different crime, but I guess for someone like Zeke, who is a recovering alcoholic and drug addict, I guess he knew he was going down for something, so he wants to go down for the gun charge than the drug charges. Also, he pointed out that he got the gun to protect Michaela. They ended up getting into a fight with Jared beating the shit out of him and trying to get the gun. And it ends with Michaela rushing in and hearing a gunshot. That was a fucking cliffhanger. God damn it. That sucks. Also, before the cliffhanger, Grace revealed she's pregnant. And the timing is a little iffy. It could be Ben's, could be Danny's. I don't think that'll make too big of a difference for Ben, though. I think there will be a little bit where he's like iffy on it, but he's gonna come around quickly and be like, yeah, nah, that's my kid. That's what I'm thinking anyways. Could be wrong. It's known to happen. I'm predicting that the one that got shot was Zeke. And this is going to ruin Michaela and Jared's relationship completely. I already made the prediction for Ben, Grayson thing. We're going to get Danny coming back. That is a given. He's got to come back for this. I think the Major is going to use Sanvi's therapy sessions to give her even more trauma by, basically manipulating her. Poor thing. I don't know where else the plot could go. I'm assuming the, case to figure out what the hell's happening is going to further on with Olive and Ben taking the lead on that. The Church of the Return and the non-believers are going to really play a big part as well, I believe. Next season, I think. Overall, this episode was a wonderful season finale. Kind of. No, it wasn't a wonderful season finale. It was a wonderful episode. It was an awful season finale in the sense that I'm sure Manifest was already renewed for a season 2, but I don't like when shows, whether it's renewed for a season 2 or season 3, whatever, or not, ends on a big cliffhanger as potentially one character getting shot. Because that's kind of dumb. I just don't really like it. Whatever, though. I'm giving this a 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next video.